Hi guys! So today is the 9th of December, it's a Friday, and let's have a quick US30 analysis. I did not do much of any other pairs this week just because I was not personally looking at them myself. It's been a really busy week, so I've just been, just looking at US30, taking one or two trades, whichever really pans out and I'm confident in. And so I haven't really been looking for that many trades and will not really be doing so for the month of December just because holidays are coming soon. It's going to start slowing down. Markets are not going to get that much of movement, I believe. So yeah, so let's just, keep studying US30. I mean, I kind of like to do that, just be really familiar with one or two pairs and go all in that pair because you kind of know every single move of the pair because you kind of study it on a daily basis. Okay, let's get right into it. So yesterday, as after analysis, I did say that the pair could either go down because there could be a flat pattern, or it is actually pushing to the upwards because there was a triple bottom, and it has actually pushed to the upwards instead of continuing on a downtrend on a lower time frame. All right, so I did go in for a quick buy on a 5 minute time scale, which I entered right after this bullish pin buy. If you guys can see, I'm gonna actually make the screen a bit more brighter for you guys. Okay. Um, can I make this bigger? There we go. So it was this bullish pin bar entry. All my moving averages are fanning out. Though this was not right at the bottom, you may say like, hey, the 200 moving averages, but it was crossing all of my moving averages and the rest of them were fanning out. So I was pretty confident it was going to go up. So I did. But anyway, this was a very small, very tight stop loss. So it was a 25 pip stop loss. And I didn't write it all the way up, guys, because I was not kind of actively watching the charts yesterday. You see, we could have actually taken it all the way up, but I was not prepared to be honest. I just needed, how would I say, I prefer just to catch a number of pips, to what I'm comfortable with, because that could mean the lot size, which is vary according to what I want to make. And I'm happy with that. I don't need to get like chase after a whole move, if especially if I'm busy or if I'm not watching the charts. And yeah, because I think that if personally for me, when I do that, it sometimes causes me anxiety because I don't know whether I'm going to lose it or whether I'm just chasing a trade that actually is not going to pan out. Like these are things that currently I am working on myself to be able to let it go and also feel like it's okay to let a move run, because I was very confident it was going to go up. But you see, the thing is this, if I had let it run, I would have thought it would go above the zone, which it nearly did, but it did not. And then it came right back down, if you guys see that. And if I had just let it run, and if I did not monitor the trade, I would have lost this because it came all the way back down anyway. Do you guys get me? So, and if I was not watching it, I would not be, putting it to break even or trailing the stop loss either. So I rather just take what I need and just come out and be okay with it. So this is a 1:1.52 risk to reward ratio, and so 38 pips profit in terms of it. And obviously your lot size can just vary accordingly to how much you need according to the pips, right? So this was a quick take yesterday, which was really nice. It panned out really quickly, literally no drawdown, guys. A little bit on this candle, but it was fine. So that's that for yesterday's trade. I only took one, but if you actually see US30, it started to like kind of go like in between. How would I say that? Moving averages were kind of like widening in between, but then they did a breakout and then they started fanning. And you can see here, this would have been a beautiful trade as well. Look at this. Like this would have been let's just put it in, okay? So this would have been a long after this bullish print bar print. I so like the candles, which are really tiny, because I could really keep it so tight. This is only 11 pips, and I would have, you could go for even 1:5, which is crazy, which is about 17 pips plus minus. Or you could have just ridden it to this, actually, to the support resistance zone, which is 64 pips. Right. So if you're watching the trade, so this is another entry. This is what I mean, guys. Like, if you follow the trade and you kind of look at the specific time frame, understanding that the overall trend is in which direction, and then you kind of like, because I'm pretty sure the daily is a buy as well. Yeah, there we go. You see, it's a buy on a daily as well, which was an uptrend. We were having sales on a lower time frame, like the hour and so on. But the 5 minute is pretty spot on in terms of how price changes direction, you know. So when you actually see this was an entry point, for example, on a 5 minute, because you would not have got it on a 1 hour because the moving averages would not have set up yet for you to take entry. So therefore, if you feel like you want to take entry, you don't want to wait for the hour, you've got the 5 minutes and you actually get really nice trades sometimes, you know. So that was a bullish pin bar there. Let's just see where else I would have got it. So this was starting to like kind of go in between. Yeah, you see this are bullish pin bars as well. But then the moving averages was right smack there at the bottom. So yeah, not too sure about that. This again, moving averages were all over the place, guys. So there really isn't anything as of now. You can start to see that it's starting to fan out again. So it's probably going to maybe this is going to go up. This moving average is going to go up. It's probably this handles might come down for a small retracement and then give you another bullish pin bar and then for you to take a buy again on a 5 minute time frame. Watch what it does. It could literally just go all the way back down again to touch the 200. Like if we actually look at it at a bigger scale on another time frame, right? But I personally think it's setting up for a buy, guys, just because of how the moving averages is setting up now. Okay, I just want to see, like, yeah, it is definitely setting up for a buy. Like, you can see that the moving averages are basically starting to kind of go in place. Sorry, guys, just had to clear my throat. We have a support resistance line here, so which is a bit concerning for me. Look at that. So we have a support resistance line. I'm actually going to turn on my support resistance breaks. Let's just have a look. How's the weather there, guys, for you guys, wherever you guys are tuning in from? Britain right now is so cold and not the best, really. But yeah, what I was going to say is we have support resistance lines, and you can see this whole bit here, this whole section here, you can see rejection candles all the way. It's been trying to go up, but it's been rejecting. So it will be interesting to see whether it breaks. And so because it is a line which is crucial, this came out as a support. This would be a resistance area, right? Uh, yeah, if you notice, it has been resisting here as well, and then it did tank. And then look at this. This must have been news, guys. This is crazy. This is definitely news. I forgot. This is very recent. Uh, must have been the during the NFP week, I would have thought, isn't it? Because it's the 30th of November. Yeah, so look at that, how it broke through and went upwards. So basically, I think, I mean, we just have to see what it's going to do here right now because there has been rejections all the way for many candles here at the 1 hour. So we have to kind of just wait and see what it does because this it is moving out. We've got if you look at this as well, this is a another rejection, guys. Having said that, I don't know if you would consider this a head and shoulders, to be honest. I would actually think it might drop. Let's just wait and see what it does, just because of the way it's been rejecting so many candles after even at a 4 hour. Look at that, rejected, rejected. Now it's not going up either. So I would be quite careful on going on a buy on this, guys. Just give it give it some time to break and see what it's actually planning to do before you actually enter. So I would go back to the 5 minutes and just watch that. That's what I think I would do. Like you can see it's forming red candles right now, it's dropping. So I would just literally, and just because I see a bullish here does not actually mean I would go in, to be honest. I would actually wait for like a proper like this, a kind of an entry where it's a rejection and a bullish pin bar kind of a thing. So it is going to the upside, if that makes sense. I will wait for it to actually touch the moving average before I actually do an entry if I wanted to. So just watch that, and you have got the resistance line here as well. So this is where it's showing a resistance. So I would personally wait a little while. You might get a trade today, either way, but I would be patient and just wait to see what it actually does before I go on entry. Right. Okay. I just like to kind of just see where price is. All right. So yeah, I think we just have to wait, guys. I don't like the fact that it has rejected that many times on the 1 hour candle in this area here. So therefore, I am expecting a short-term drop on this, but overall it is a bull, right? That's what I would say. It is overall a buy, but until price tells us otherwise. But as of now, nothing is really setting up. No moving averages is set up yet. On even on the 5 minutes, it's not ready at the moment. So I would just wait for price to go do its thing, and then I would come back and just you can set alert, guys. That's what I kind of do. I kind of see which time frames. I like to set it for the 15 1 hour and the 5 minutes. So literally go to your pin bar indicator and you can set your alert because when a pin bar prints, right? So set at alert, right? And then when it's crossing, what do I, let me just see where I put it. Yeah, so yeah, I think I put it this. I think I've tried all kind of versions. You see, the thing about this is when I take trades, typically because I've got a screen and I'm literally watching the screen whenever I'm doing stuff around the house. So it's like, if I'm at home, that is. If I'm out and about, normally if I set a trade, I'm set it and then I'm done. I don't kind of look at charts when I'm outside because I'm doing other stuff. But then it's like, for me, if I'm setting an alert, I think it's for, no, not Pinbar. It is, you can put it on the Phoenix. So basically, it's crossing which moving average, like, I think it's moving average one, and then you kind of put it only once and then you set your alert. Do a test, guys. I really can't recall it right now because it's been some time since I set an alert myself, but you can do a test on this. So you can put it to your moving average, or you can put it to pin bar indicator and then just leave it. Yeah, it is just I just leave it as crossing. So when it actually prints, it will make a notification. And I did this on the hour. So you will create a alert whenever pin bar is being printed on that particular time frame. And you can do that for the 5 minutes and whichever time frame that you want to keep an eye on. Test it to see whether it actually alerts you when the pin bar prints on that particular setting that you did. If not, try other settings. It's either that one, the pin bar indicator, or the moving average. So that's what that's the two. That's the only two I use anyway. It's just which one really. I think both really works. Oh God, the way the voice cracks. So the way so I think both really work. So you can try both. All right. So but if you're not watching the charts, that is, so whenever a pin bar prints, you want to kind of have a look at it. But just because it prints does not mean that we take entries. We have to kind of wait for moving averages, as I always say. So that's my take on US30 for today, guys. It's probably going to be one of those days that, you know, it's a Friday, so I'll just see what it does and just start to slow down over the next coming weeks. I feel like trades are, yeah, probably till next week should be fine, and then things will really start to slow down on the third week, really, where it's like the Christmas week and the holidays, I'm excited for January because once Christmas and the holidays are over and markets are back. Over after the second week of Jan, I would think that markets will start to pick up. It may not be that quick, but we will still get nice trades, I believe. And onwards, February, March is going to be crazy. It's going to be nice. So looking forward to the 2023 New Year, and hope you guys enjoy trading, safe trading, and always be patient for your setup, guys. That's so important, right? Like be very, very patient when you are waiting for the right setup, and don't beat yourself over it. If you can't find something, don't force something out. If there isn't anything today, then there isn't anything today, and it's okay. Because being desperate and being trying to force something out never really works out in the end, finally. You may get lucky once or twice, but it eventually always never works out. So let's not try and outsmart the market. Let's just see what the market gives us and then take action accordingly. So happy trading and enjoy your Friday and the weekend.